Iman Gadzi made this video 3 months ago, the blueprint to $10,000 a month as a beginner. In this video, in the entire video, he talks about a business model called drop servicing. And in this video, I'm gonna recreate his video. I'm gonna give you way better blueprint, and I'm actually gonna show you actionable steps, what you need to do from A to Z to start drop servicing and start making money. By the way, why should you listen to me? Why not watch Iman Gadzi's video or some other videos on YouTube? I'll give you the proof. 2 points. Consider this. Drop servicing search term. The top creator for this keyword is my channel. The top channel for this search term is also my channel, okay? And also, have a look at this. My client results, my mentee results, and my community results speak for themselves. My very first client, $750 a month. Somebody has watched my videos, implemented my strategies, started making money. This guy made his first money as well 10 days ago. Another guy, $250 weekly, 1K a month. Again, he's got a client. Another person just landed 7th client, okay? 4K per month. Landed my very first client. One client within 3 days offering me $1,600 per month. Second client within 2 days. And another one. Thanks so much, Tom. I really appreciate your YouTube content. All thanks to you, of course. Watching my videos, commenting under my videos, liking my videos. I'm giving you a bunch of value like I'm going to give in this video. I'm going to give you so much juicy tips and advice so you guys can make money. First of all, what is drop servicing? What on earth is this drop servicing thing that everybody's talking about? Drop servicing is essentially editing videos for somebody, right? It is essentially making websites for somebody, doing graphic design, doing SEO, ads management, and things like that. But we're getting a supplier who's actually doing the work. So all we really do is we're finding a client, we're finding a supplier, we're merging them together, but we're always in the middle, okay? So we're essentially the foundation, the pinnacle of this business where we're always in the middle, you know, and we're really connecting these people together. We're absorbing their requirements from both sides, okay? And then we merging this deal together. We making sure that this deal actually happens. And then, of course, we're taking a commission. And also, in this video, I'm going to give you a 5-step process how you can start drop servicing. It's going to be in depth. It's not going to be like Iman Gadzi where he's just scratching the surface. This is great, right? He introduced a bunch of people into drop servicing, 1.9 million. It's crazy, right? But he just scratched the surface. I'm going to give you some real juice. First of all, the important thing is we're going to talk about the niches. What are the options? What kind of things can you do? So, short form content. If you want to go into the easiest, absolutely easiest niche in the drop servicing space, one of the easiest ones is, of course, short form content. A lot of people make short form content videos and they actually resell them somewhere else. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So for example, here, $5 for 30 to 45 second short video. Let's have a look at this example.
All right, let's cut this shit and bring it back to basics. Why does your business need a social media presence? Well, 3 words: trust, credibility, and...
So we would essentially resell this video to clients in the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, United Kingdom, and any other country. It can work in Germany, France, Italy, Spain. Doesn't matter. It does not matter. Singapore, Hong Kong, right? So essentially what's going to happen is we try to resell this video at around $30, 25, $30. Let's just say $30, right? Minus $5. We're making $25 on just one video that we're making for somebody. We're charging them $30 and we're paying the supplier $5. $25, you might say, Tom, man, come on, like $25? I'm gonna make $25 on this short? Like, what's the point? But these guys are now considering, they're now looking into, okay, bro, so $750 a month, he wants 30 thumbnails. Okay, so I made a video about thumbnails. This guy took action and now he's making money with YouTube thumbnails. Okay, a lot of the other guys as well are in the short form content niche. Exactly what I'm talking about now. With $25 a month, it doesn't sound like a lot, right? Like, is it worth even doing drop servicing for $25 a month? But here is the key. The short form content niche, a lot of the people, those who upload content on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, right? They actually make a lot of these shorts, right? They just make a lot of these shorts. So it's very likely that you're going to find a client who says, you know what? I actually need 30 shorts a month. So 30 shorts times 30, we're booking in $900. $900, okay? Now, what we just discussed, 30 minus 5, 25, times 30, $750 of clear profit from just one client. Bro, come on. What are you waiting for? Put in the work. Learn how to make $250 and you're going to start making money. And also look at this guy. My 7 client, 4K a month earning. Just think outside of the box, okay? Another thing, actually, before we go further, I want to mention 2 more things. In the short form content agency niche, there is a lot of things that you need to know. First of all, you don't need to overpay for making these videos, okay? If you find somebody who says, you know what, my charge is $15, my charge is $20, my charge is $30. No. $5, bro. $5 you have to pay, okay? Now, if you pay $5, you get $30, you've got yourself a business, You're going to pay a mortgage, you're going to buy a car, you're going to buy an iPhone next month, you're going to buy a new laptop, you're going to go on holiday. Yeah. If you sell this stuff at $30, by that $30, you've got nothing. You've got zero. Bro, this is important, okay? And a lot of you guys might think, bro, this is obvious. Of course. Well, why are you not making money in the short form content niche? Why? Start making it then. And drop a comment as well. When you succeed, drop a comment under my video. Say, Tom, I watched a video 2 months ago, a month ago, 2 weeks ago. I started making money. Drop a comment. Let me know how it's going. I want to hear all this feedback, bro, okay? Another thing that is super important. There is actually a way to make huge money with short form content. What is that? Guess. First of all, is working with very big influencers, people who have hundreds of thousands of followers, millions of followers, so you can charge more. So you could charge, for example, not 30, you could say, for example, I'll edit all your shorts videos, I'll repurpose your podcasts, I'll repurpose your long form videos, I'll upload them, I'll make them, I'll script them, I'll add, I'll make all the descriptions and things like that. I'll optimize them for SEO. I'll do whatever you need, okay? It's going to cost you $4K a month, okay? These clients exist, trust me, okay? If you can actually do all this work with 50% margin, you're going to make $2,000 from just one client. Get 5 clients, you got your 10K a month, baby. Now, the next thing is, guys, is super important. In one of my videos, those of you guys who are super loyal, will watch every single of my drop servicing videos, you will know about it. But if you haven't, this is going to be new to you, okay? Short form content has another super interesting niche. It's essentially where you approach a content creator, maybe a real estate agent, maybe an Instagram creator, a YouTube Shorts creator, TikTok creator, and you say, bro, I'm not just going to edit your videos, but I'm also guaranteeing the views. So currently you're getting 2,000 views a video on your shorts. I'm going to make it 5. I'm going to make it 10K. Okay. But this is of course going to be at a cost, right? So you're going to tell to the client, the short is now not $30. The short is now $60. So what essentially is going to happen is you're going to make $55 for each short. So if you make 30 shorts a month, you're booking 1,650. And by the way, guys, the bigger the creator, the more views you can actually book for him, the more views you can guarantee for him, you can really increase that rate a lot. For example, if you come to somebody and say, currently you're getting 10K views, I'm going to bring in 25,000 views. So 15K views more than you're currently getting. In that case, you could say $100 a short. Minus 5 times 30, we're booking nearly $3,000 from just one client. Is it easy? No. But how can you guarantee these views? Like, what the heck, bro? How can you guarantee the views? Well, you're going to make the editing better, right? You're going to optimize the SEO, right? You're going to research how to optimize the SEO. Then you're also going to analyze his channel. You're going to analyze his competitors and things like that. Also, you can make more videos if you don't reach the target of the guaranteed views. So you remix the same stuff, upload on his channel, and make a slightly different variation to hopefully then compensate for the views that you didn't get. So as you can see, guys, in the short form content niche, you can absolutely make some top dollar. Now, next, traditional video editing. Before you talk about there is no money in video editing, nobody's making money in video editing, this is a complete lie. You can make money in video editing in short form, in long form, doesn't matter. Loads of people are making some serious money, especially reselling in the US market, in the Canadian market, in the UK market, in Australian market, in Western markets, you're making money. If you're getting a supplier in India, selling in India, yeah, you're not going to make the arbitrage. But if you're selling in the US, California, New York, Chicago, all the top wealthy areas, and getting a supplier in India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Africa, your margin is going to be huge. Of course, you can increase your supplier's pay if you want. If you have a huge margin, you can increase it a little bit, right? But the point is, you should have that huge margin in the beginning. If you do that, you're gonna make money in this business model. This business model, the good thing about it, as Iman Gadzhi was saying, it absolutely does not require you to invest thousands of dollars to get started. A lot of online businesses, they promise like, oh, dropshipping is great. You don't need money to get started. Do you know a single dropshipper who started with zero? I don't know. Because in order to actually fulfill dropshipping orders, you have to have thousands of dollars, unless you're selling a few $100. As soon as you sell 10K a month with drop shipping business model, you essentially going to need at least 5 or 6K upfront that you have to pay before you get it from your processor like Stripe or eBay or Amazon or whatever, wherever you're drop shipping. So you need tons of money. As a beginner, drop shipping business model absolutely sucks. The days of drop shipping are done. Honestly, it's a done business model. Now, the only way to run dropshipping is if you run ads, for example. Okay? Run ads on TikTok. Run ads on other social networks where it's still kind of cheap. Okay? But you can't easily dropship anymore with like Google ads and Facebook ads. It's extremely difficult. Okay? Now, that's exactly why I'm saying to you the same thing what Iman Gadzhi is saying. Drop servicing is the best business model because it requires literally zero money in most cases. Okay, I started with pretty much zero, few hundred bucks I had when I started this business model. I had money as well from other sources and other businesses, but I didn't put anything in to start my drop servicing agency because I didn't need to. There was just no point. So as you watch this video, I'll explain to you how you can actually start this business model for pretty much zero, or we're talking about 100, 200 bucks. Drop shipping, you cannot start. Amazon FBA, you cannot start. Affiliate marketing, you could start, but you need to bring in traffic, which costs money, which is also extremely difficult to start. Print on demand, all of these business models that you come around, you find them on YouTube. Most of them need some serious top dollar to get started in, to do it properly. I mean, okay, not just to scratch the surface, but to actually do it properly. Okay, so in the video editing space, what can you do? You can edit videos for YouTubers. For example, Iman Ghazi, of course, has a video editor. If you've seen some of his videos, they're really, really good. He's probably paying some real top dollar for that. Okay, another thing what you can do is real estate tours. So video editing, real estate. So you can find real estate agents in North America, California, New York, Colorado, Chicago, places like that, right? Find, real estate agents who need house tour editing and things like that. Okay. You can also partner up and reach out to video editing agencies locally in the US and just be like, I can help you to edit your videos. I can outsource your video editing. Come to me. I'm an agency. I can help you out to lower your cost. So there's two ways. You can work with real estate agents directly, right? Or you can find video editing agencies that you reach out to and you offer your video editing services to them. They might work with real estate agents. They might work with something else. So there's absolutely tons and tons of ways to find clients in video editing. Next is graphic design. Graphic design is absolutely very, very, very big niche. What you can do in a graphic design niche, what you can resell, what are the typical margins and things like that. In the graphic design, the typical margin is around 60%. So it's very, very good. It's slightly above the short form content where I said it was about 50%. It's slightly above video editing content where it's also about 50%. Okay, but in this niche is slightly higher. Now, what kind of things can you actually do? So as you can see, there's a bunch of things. Logo design, brand identity, right? UX design, landing page design, illustration, right? Storyboards, posters, flyers, catalogs, menu designs, okay? So just a few of these niches I'm going to show you now. So menus for restaurants, menus for takeaways, and things like that. Okay, now we can look into book covers, okay? So you can illustrate books for people. People who want to launch their own book. Could be entrepreneurs. Could be people who are actually writers of books. Find them out. Offer them this service. Okay, so we can look into, like I said, flyer design, right? A lot of businesses are still using flyers. Maybe printed ones. Maybe they put it on their social media. Doesn't matter, but they still use flyers. They distribute flyers. Thousands of businesses across the US are still using flyers. You can make money there. Let's look at catalog design. Who are still using catalogs? Loads of businesses are using catalogs. Furniture designers, car dealerships, right? A lot of different businesses, fashion brands as well. A lot of different brands. As you can see, there's so much inspiration that you can get into who you can actually reach out to and offer this stuff. And then I really like brand style, brand identity niche as well. Super profitable. Over 70% margin in most cases. A lot of people are really offering this at a very, very low price. So what essentially I'm talking about? I'm talking about creating a brand for somebody. For example, here, this is what I'm talking about. So essentially, we would create a logo for somebody, right? We would create the merch. We would create the business cards. We would create, all the brand colors, all the, fonts and things like that for that brand. This looks absolutely gorgeous, right? This seller is very, very cool. Now, and look at the price. Startup package, $23, okay? Let's go to the premium one, which includes logo usage guides, color palette, typography, icons, do's and don'ts, brand design, book. $118. Come on, it's cheap, right? If you sell this stuff in California, you can sell it for $2,000-3,000, 100%, okay? You can make some juicy margin. We're talking about nearly like 90%, 95% margin on this kind of thing, okay? And it definitely works because I'm working with one client right now in this niche. It definitely works. Moving on to another niche, which is web design. Now, in the web design niche, again, as a drop servicer, what can you do? So many different things as well. So you can design simple websites, for example, hosted on WordPress. You can design websites in the Shopify space, in Squarespace. You can also work with things like Wix, okay? And what's exactly the thing that we're actually offering? We're not offering custom designs where somebody's going to say, you know what, I'm building the next Facebook, I'm building the next Uber, I'm building the next Netflix. No, that's not what we're doing. We're finding a local business, offering them simple web design, asking for a couple of $1,000, $3,000, right? Let's say, minus how much this stuff actually costs. Okay, well, I've been in the drop servicing space for a very long time, so I know exactly how much these kind of things cost, but I'm going to show you more or less. We're looking at 300, 400, 500 bucks. $300-400, a lot of sellers in that space. Minus, let's say 380 in this case, we're looking at 2.6K in clear profit with this niche. Now, the upsides and the downsides in this niche. So, the upsides is that profit per project can be very, very high. Okay, you only need 4 clients to hit the 10K mark that everybody really wants at the moment. Okay, the margin is slightly higher than that of video editing, short form content, and also graphic design, but it's very hard to get recurring clients. Most people will actually just want one website done for them. You make the website, you get the money from them, and you kind of need to move on and find the next client. That's the problem with the web design niche. That's why it's super profitable, but it's hard to get it recurring. Now, there is one possibility how you can make it recurring, for example, by offering support services. So you make a website for somebody, okay, and then you say, you know what, I'm also going to manage your domain, manage your hosting, manage your opening hours, pictures and things like that. It's going to be $250 a month or $200 a month. Okay, $150 a month. It's up to you what you charge, but that's how you can make it recurring after that website is actually done. That's the biggest downside of web design. If you cannot get recurring clients, you kind of need to find new clients all the time. In short form content, in video editing, typically clients are going to be recurring. Okay, typically, because if somebody needs, real estate house tours, they're going to need real estate house tours. If somebody is making YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, TikTok, Instagram videos, and things like that, typically they continue making those videos. So they need more of your service. Graphic design also typically could be recurring. For example, flyers, catalogs, brochures, and things like that. Typically, it can be recurring. Next, let's talk about the next niche, and it's getting progressively harder and harder to get into. Okay, ads management. So let's type in Google Ads. So what do I mean by ads management? I mean that you would actually run ads for a small business. So what do I mean exactly that you would run it? We're talking about drop servicing still. It's the same business model. So what we would essentially do, you find a small business in the US, in the UK, in Canada, you really get all their details, right? You help them to set up a Google Ads account. You help them to set up Facebook Ads Manager. You help them to set up LinkedIn ads. You help them to set up wherever they want to run the ads. Could be Instagram, could be TikTok, right? And then after they add you as an admin or editor or whatever, give you access to their account, right? Then you would also find a supplier, and you would add the supplier, and you would tell your client that, I'm working with a team, I'm an agency, so, I'm going to add one of my workers who is going to come in and also help me to manage your ads. Typically, clients won't even blink. They don't care about it. They just want this result to be done. They want to invest 1,000, get 5K back. If you're doing it, they typically will not care. But as I said before, we're going lower into the ease of doing this business. is harder. Okay, so short form content was the easiest. Video editing was slightly harder. Okay, graphic design slightly harder. Web design a little bit even harder to get clients. And then we're moving into ads management. The upsides of ads management is there is a lot of opportunities. So many businesses want to actually run their ads on Facebook, Google, Instagram, TikTok, and especially do that profitably. So many people are running ads themselves. They have absolutely no clue how to run the ads. They spend so much money, they get no results, and they just lose money. Now, a lot of the good ads management people are actually very hard to find. Very hard to find these media buyers. You know, it's very hard to find these Facebook ads managers, Google ads managers, and things like that. But if you find a good one that is reasonable cost, you can absolutely make money in this niche. And I've actually personally worked with clients running their Facebook, Google ads as well. I know how this niche works. That's why I'm recommending that you could potentially consider this niche. But I'm saying it is a lot harder than going into short form content, video editing, graphic design, and things like that. What is the typical margin? In this niche, the margin is not going to be very high. Again, we're back to about 50%. So, for example, if we are looking for a client, let's say in the US, we typically want to start at $2,000 a month of what the client would actually pay. So let's just say as a bare minimum, they're paying $2,000 a month, right? So what we're going to do for them, for that budget, we're going to spend $1,000 on actually running the ads. Could be Facebook ads, could be Google ads, could be 500 on each, okay? And then we're left with 1,000. That sounds really good, right? But we also got to pay the supplier as well, right? Typically, suppliers in this niche are going to charge about $500 minimum, okay? Minimum $500. You could find somebody for $400, $300, but the quality can be questionable. Typically, $500 is realistically where you can start finding pretty decent suppliers from the Asian countries, okay? So you're going to be left with only $500 at the end of the month, but this is a recurring revenue, okay? So $500 times 20 clients, you got yourself 10K a month in profit. Now, is it easy to get 20 clients? No, it's not easy. What would be a lot better if you get a client who can afford a lot more? So, for example, 4K minus, we would spend about 2,000, for example, for them to really, for the actual ads, right? Minus 500, which would be for the service provider, we're left with about 1,500. That could work, but ideally, we're looking at around $1,000, okay? So as a minimum, we kind of want to charge $1,000 from one client. Then we only need 10 clients to hit 10K a month. Is that possible? Yes. And I know people running ad agencies in the ad space making way more than 10K. Personally, know a few people like that. I'm really focusing on graphic design, video editing, and web development. I'm not really focusing on ads management right now, but it is a very good niche. The hard thing with ads is finding a lot of good media buyers, a lot of good suppliers, and also delivering results. So imagine if somebody comes to you and starts paying you $5,000 a month, right? At the end of the month, there's going to be a very harsh call. How many clients, how many leads they got? And if you got nothing to show for it, it's going to be a tough conversation to have with your client. That's why, Facebook ads, Google ads, and all this stuff is really important. You need to learn how it works. You can't simply just sell air. In this niche, you got to really understand what the heck you're doing, okay? And also, then you're going to be able to manage the supplier. I can manage a supplier. I've worked with a supplier from India running ads for different clients. I know how it works. But I'm saying, like, if you want to go into ads management, you really got to understand what the heck you're doing, okay? And finally, final niche is going to be SEO. There is a lot more niches as well. You can go on Fiverr and find so many different niches, but I'm giving you the niches that are realistic for majority of the people. So what is SEO? SEO is search engine optimization. What you can optimize? You can optimize someone's website to rank higher. You can optimize someone's YouTube. You can optimize someone's Instagram. So it's not just about Google, also Bing as well. So what essentially these suppliers are doing is they're helping you to actually rank someone's website. Okay, so what they can give you, 200 backlinks, for example. But essentially what you want to do is you want to find a client who's going to pay you monthly. So the good thing about SEO is typically clients will pay monthly. Typically, they want to invest in growing the rank of their website for long term. That's why SEO is very good. It's a very, very long-term approach business, but it's for a reason in the very, very last place. It's very hard to get clients in the SEO space. Super hard because typically you're looking at 3 to 5K as a minimum from your clients. Okay, 3 to 5K bucks a month they have to pay to really get some results. Because, in order to really get a good supplier as well in the SEO space, you're going to pay them about $1,000 a month. Okay, a good supplier is going to cost you $1,000 a month. That's why there's also going to be other costs like getting backlinks from quality niche blogs and niche influencers, micro influencers and things like that to really increase the ranks of your clients. That's why I'm telling you guys, this niche is only for those who really understand a little bit about SEO. You need to go into some courses. You need to study SEO and things like that before you can really understand what the heck this niche is all about. Okay, but it can be extremely profitable. Like I said, typically it's a recurring niche. Every single month clients are paying. Also, it's very long term. Results you can only see after a few months, maybe 3 to 6 months realistically to see some results. That's why it's super easy to make it recurring. Almost always it's a recurring. Also, how you can sell SEO. Let's just imagine you want to sell SEO services. How the heck you sell it? Most people do it like that. So they would send offers to people saying that I will do free SEO review of your website. I'll tell you why you don't rank on page 1. Or I'll get you on page 1. This is the sneakiest tactic that a lot of people are doing. They just send you an email saying, I'll rank you on page 1, regardless of what your niche is. This is not going to work, guys. You're not going to rank them, but you're going to get their attention. So I really like the other approach where you just say, I'm going to really increase your ranks by observing what you're currently doing. I'll give you like a technical SEO audit, completely free. Okay, and then you get into a call. Then you discuss how you can improve it. Maybe you can get them into page 2. Maybe you can get them into page 3. It's still better than being in page 50. They're going to get a lot of traffic if that niche is very, very big. Now, we're going to move into how to actually start a drop servicing business. Step 1, figuring out what not to do. In drop servicing, like any other business, there's things that you should do. There's things that you shouldn't do. What is the worst thing that I keep seeing on my school group, under my videos? What is the number one thing? People are telling me, you know what? I started in video editing. Then I did some short form. Then I did some graphic design. Then I did some ads management. Now I'm trying in web design. Bro, how many sales have you got? 0. I haven't made any money. But I'm trying all these niches. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You want to find one niche. Bro, one niche. Okay, one is one, right? Focus on it for 3 months. Focus on it for 3 months. Just learn everything about short form content if you start in short form content. If you start in long form video editing, learn everything you can about long form content. Once you do that, you're going to start making money. You're going to start getting clients. You need to be good in that niche, okay? Because if you jump around, if you throw around a hot potato, right, trying to catch this, trying to catch that, I'm going to try video editing. I'm going to try web design. I'm going to try SEO. Maybe the grass is greener over there. Maybe it's easier to do this. Maybe it's easier to do that. The reality is all of those 6 niches that I just described to you, all of them can give you 5 to 10K a month. It is possible to make money in all of these niches. Yes, we're not based in the United States. Most of you guys are not, right? After a year of grind, after a year of nailing one niche, trying to get clients on a recurring basis, compounding the clients, you can get to 10K a month. Okay? It's not gonna be next week. It's not gonna be in 2 weeks. It's not gonna be in 4 weeks. No, I'm not saying that. But after a year, you can make 10K a month. Now, the next important things is also to focus on one specific market niche, maybe two. You want to learn a lot about the industry that you go into. For example, I was showing you real estate, video editing. It's just an example, right? But if I'm gonna start going after clients in the real estate space for video editing, I want to focus on that, right? I don't want to do a little bit of video editing for real estate, then a little bit of video editing for content creators, then a little bit of video editing for some other niche, another niche, another niche, and then I've got like 10 clients that I work with, all in different fields, like vetting, events, corporate videos. That's great, but are you really understanding something? Are you really an expert in some specific niche? Ideally, you've got 2 or 3 niches that you're focusing on, tops. You don't want to work with every single client under the sun who needs video editing, because it's very hard to get started like this. Yes, once you've got a huge agency, once you've got 5 or 10 video editors full-time, for sure, go ahead and do that. Go after every client you can get. But when you're starting out, the blueprint is you gotta focus, bro. You gotta focus. What you need to do as well is you need to think about how can you get started for the lowest possible cost in the drop servicing space. So for example, let's just say in video editing, how the heck can you get started for literally zero? A lot of you guys don't have any money, right? How can you get started in this completely for free? It's possible. I showed in a lot of videos. How to get started for completely free. Pretty much zero, okay? That is, you gotta follow my approach, which is collecting deposits from your clients. So you find a real estate, for example, real estate client, real estate agency, individual real estate agent, real estate broker, whatever, who needs you to actually edit these kinds of videos. Yeah? So what can you do? Well, first of all, let's assume you say one tour, $150, okay? Then let's just assume that it's costing us $15, okay, for a 1-minute tour, for example, right? Or, okay, let's say $25, right? Because there's probably going to be a premium, which is going to be a bit more. So what we want to do is we want to ask our clients to really pay us a deposit before we get started any of the work, right? So we say to the client, you know what? I'm going to need $50 from you as a deposit before I start any work. It's just the rule that I follow. I follow a rule of 30% before any work starts. It's the same rule for all of the clients. Here is the invoice. Now, with that $50, you're going to actually spend money on editing that video. But whatever happens, you're never going to lose any money if you follow this exact strategy. If you take deposits, whatever happens to the client, if the client gets ran over by a car tomorrow, you're going to get paid. You're going to get paid because you already got paid, right? You're already in the profit, right? You're not going to lose any money. This is super important, bro, okay? Now, the next thing is choosing a service niche. So, assuming you've done the first thing, which is collecting deposits and really focusing on one thing, right? Focusing on one specific niche, right? Then is choosing exactly what you're going to do, right? So as we discussed, there's so many different niches, short form content, video editing, graphic design, and things like that. Let's just assume you're going to go and say, you know what, Tom, I really liked your brand identity niche. I want to work on this niche. I want to make money with this niche. I'm going to offer brand design, identity designs to clients in the US, Australia, Canada, Singapore, Hong Kong, right? I want to offer this kind of thing. This looks absolutely brilliant, right? What you essentially going to do is you're going to get a portfolio from your supplier. So, before anybody wants to work with you, right, they want to see some of your work. So if you send some offers to your clients and they say, you know what, happy to have a chat, but I want to see your work. Have you done anything? What kind of clients have you worked with? Show me some portfolio. If you say, I've got nothing to show, you're not going to get any clients. That's just the reality, bro. You got to have to take these portfolio pieces from some of the suppliers. It doesn't have to be this guy. I mean, I'm not saying take it from this guy. I'm just saying you got to find supplier who's going to be happy for you to showcase their work to your clients. Ask for permission. Don't ask for permission. Whatever you want to do, bro, it's up to you. I'm just telling you the reality, right? Without actually having a portfolio, I ain't getting any clients, okay? In any of the niches, okay? There's no way you're going to get any clients. Like, most people will just not go ahead. And if they see something like this, they'll be like, bro, that looks good. That looks good. Do make me business cards. Do make me logos. Do make me fonts and things like that. This looks really, really amazing. So the most important thing is, once you choose your service niche, get that portfolio sorted out. Go on Behance.com, set up a portfolio for graphic design. Go on YouTube, set up a portfolio for your videos. Go on Instagram, set up a portfolio for logo design and things like that. Portfolio is absolutely key. Third step is choosing a market niche, which is then, okay, so let's assume I'm going to offer this brand identity, right? Again, I could offer it to just about anybody. But wouldn't it be better if I focus on a specific market niche in a large business? What is a large business market? That could be real estate agents, for example. Currently, there is a statistic that there is more real estate people in the US than there is houses. There's like over 1 million real estate agents in the US, believe it or not. It's crazy. There's more houses, there's less houses on the market right now than there is licensed real estate agents. It's crazy, okay? So you've got 1 million people that you can work with, right? Can you offer this niche, for example, to real estate agents? Absolutely. A lot of real estate agents want to have their logo, want to have their business cards, want to have their merch, want to have their corporate blanks and social media brand identity and things like that. You could offer the exact same thing to a lot of different niches. It doesn't have to be real estate agents. It could be anything else. It could be restaurants. You could go after restaurants, bars, pubs, nightclubs, and say, I'll do full rebrand. Rebrand your logo, rebrand your signage. I'll rebrand your menus. I'll rebrand your flyers. I'll rebrand whatever you want. Just if you pay me, I'll do whatever. You can go after construction companies. For example, here, Buildify, excellence in every structure. That looks amazing, bro, right? So they made a logo. They even make this. You can do that. This kind of thing commands a really premium price. We're looking at $5,000, maybe even $7,000. If you're talking about like serious construction, big companies where you also make them a website, it could be $7,000, right? Honestly, I'm telling you, bro, this niche is really big. You can make some serious money in this niche. I'm currently working in this niche of making brands for people as well. Next is actually finding clients and fulfilling the work. So you might say, Tom, that's great, but like, let's just assume, how on earth would I actually go about finding gyms, for example, in this case, right, and offering them logo design, offering them brand identity, the full-on brand identity? How the heck would I do that? You would go on Google, you would search gyms in California, New York, Australia, New Zealand, UK. You'd reach out to the founders, to the general managers, to marketing managers, right? And you'd offer them the exact deal. I'm making you brand identity. Let's jump on a call. I can make your brand stand out. I want you to have the best brand in the gym space in your state, in your country, okay? If you do that well, if you have a structure, if you structure a good offer, somebody's going to come back to you and say, let's have a chat. Let's have a chat. I want to see what you can do. And of course, again, you need to have a brilliant portfolio. So in the first offer message, you're going to have brilliant portfolio that people can actually open, right? On Behance, right? For example, on Instagram, and they're going to see that. They're going to be like, man, this looks amazing. This looks really, really good. I want to try. I want to talk to this guy. Maybe he can really help us to get more sales. Maybe we need to refresh our gym because there's rats going around. Like, we need to really tidy up our gym. You know, we haven't been upgrading our logo in like 20 years. Now is the time. And this guy is going to help us. Okay? This niche, what I love about this niche, right, is that you actually make someone's brand. I mean, this is crazy, honestly, especially if it's a very established, if it's a very, very established brand that has been around for a long time, but they have a really crappy design. It's really, really cool knowing that you've actually contributed to making someone's brand, which is amazing, you know? And the supplier can do the entire thing for you. Bro, honestly, it's not difficult in this niche to actually deliver the work. Get all the requirements from your clients, order it on Fiverr, Upwork, or whatever, right? Just find a really, really, really good supplier who has a ton of reviews. All are very good, a lot of orders, and you're actually going to be golden. By the way, this supplier has 4.7, okay? 4.7, which is not very, very good. It's got to be much, much higher score, okay? Quite a lot of feedbacks, also a lot of orders in the queue, but 4.7, I'm not liking that. Should be at least 4.8, 4.9. So if you actually get a client, you'd essentially order it on Fiverr or Upwork or any other platform, right? And then you, again, would first of all use the deposit money that you get from the client. Let's say we're selling this, for example, service for $3,000, right? So we would ask for example, 30%, $3,000 divided by 100 times. We're looking at $900 deposit, right? So getting $900, it's only costing us $145. After the fees is going to be about $150. $750 we're pocketing right off the bat. If the deal falls through, for whatever reason, if the owner of the business gets run by a bus tomorrow, you already profited with this deal. Follow this rule. You're never going to lose money in drop servicing. Never going to lose money in drop servicing. Now, this is super, super important. And then, as I said, after you get this money, you buy it on here, you get the requirements from your client, you input the requirements on the order confirmation page after you bought it, then your supplier can start the work. Next, this is super important. Step 5, how to actually get repeatable business. Because it's really cool and stuff, right? To make something like this for a business. So, we're going to make them a new menu. We're going to make them a new box, a new pizza box. That's really cool, right? But how on earth can we do this on a daily basis? Maybe we can't do it on a daily basis. Maybe we can only work with 5 clients a month, right? But how can we make this recurring? So as I said, in some of the niches, like, for example, short form content, video editing, some of the graphic design niches, ads management, SEO, a lot of these niches are already recurring. So their entire nature of the business is already recurring. There's nothing you got to do, okay? It's already recurring niche. But there's also niches like graphic design, as I said. A lot of the time, it can be non-recurring. Web design, a lot of the time, it can be non-recurring, okay? Same thing on, for example, this niche. Typically, nobody needs, brand identity kit, brand identity design on a recurring basis. Every single month, they need new brand identity. No, that does not happen, okay? It's very, very hard to get this niche to be recurring. Maybe you can help them with other graphic design work they keep needing afterwards, but this specific niche is typically non-recurring. So what can you do? Is this a bad niche? Also, is web design a bad niche? Because usually it's not going to be recurring. Absolutely not. All these niches have their pluses and minuses, okay? As you can see, typically when the niche is non-recurring, the profit margin is going to be a lot higher. The next thing that you really need to think about is, okay, so if I'm going for a recurring niche, something like video editing, something like short form content, something like ads management and things like that, I don't need to worry about getting clients all the time, right? Some clients will drop out, of course. You'll have a churn rate of, for example, every month, 10 or 15% of clients will drop off. The next month you find another client, the next month you find another client, and it's going to be a balancing act of hopefully growing more clients, but some clients, of course, will drop off. This is just the reality of any business. Nobody stays for a very, very long time. In video editing, it is possible to retain clients up to a year, 2 years. I've had a client nearly for a year. It was one of my longest standing clients. It was absolutely, absolutely brilliant. But some clients can work for even longer than that as well. Our goal is to maximize the time our clients will stay with us. But what about businesses that are non-recurring? So for example, this niche, like I said, logo design, branding, can kind of business brand identity niche. It is non-recurring. How on earth can we actually make money on a repeatable way? This niche, we have to approach it completely different. So we've got to send a bunch of emails. We've got to offer it to a lot of people on a regular basis. So we can get a virtual assistant, or we can also get email marketing software like MailChimp and things like that, instantly, Lemlist, right? And we can start sending a lot of these emails. Every single month, we send a few thousand emails, and all we need is getting about 5 clients a month to hit 10K in, for example, brand identity space or in web design space. So, bro, this is really the 2 ways that you can go about it. Either just choose a recurring niche, right? And then try to retain the clients. Christmas time, you want to send them a greeting, right? Easter, you want to send them greeting, right? Their birthday, you want to send them greetings, right? You really want to engage those clients who are recurring, right? You can even send them a present if they're a really good client. If you have their address from PayPal or whatever, right? And if it's non-recurring niche, then it's usually about sending huge volumes of emails, thousands of emails a month, but then you only need a few clients because typically the margin is going to be a lot higher. A lot of people actually make money in the web design space. There's a lot of people who make money in the web design space. And it is absolutely possible. I know people who are making full-time living in the web design space. So it is absolutely possible. And this niche as well, I really love. I'm currently working with some clients in this exact niche. Very profitable. As I said, 2K, 3K for this kind of fulfillment cost, absolutely brilliant. So this is a blueprint to making $10,000 per month as a beginner. Just to wrap up, so we can refresh our memory what I was talking about in this video. So step 1, what you have to do is you have to actually choose a niche. What the heck you actually gonna offer? Are you gonna offer graphic design like logo design, brand identity? Are you gonna offer flyer design, brochure design, poster design, catalog design, menu design, icons, landing pages, and things like that? Are you gonna offer video editing? Are you gonna offer short form content? Are you gonna offer something like web design, something like ads management? So the opportunities are endless, and you can go and find a lot of different niches that I even didn't talk about in this video on Fiverr, Upwork, and other platforms. There's loads more niches that you could go into. Second step is choosing a market niche. What kind of market you want to go for? Do you want to go for content creators, editing videos for them, making graphic design for them, and things like that? Do you want to go for video editing for real estate agents, real estate tours? Do you want to go for content creators, talking head videos? Do you want to go for example, wedding videos? Do you want to go for corporate videos? Do you want to go for promotional videos? So much scope for actually making money in the video editing space. So many different niches. And then thirdly, you want to find clients and fulfill orders. This is super important. Fulfilling orders is actually not as easy as it sounds. A lot of people in the drop servicing space, in the agency space, right? They talk about, bro, how do I find clients? How do I find clients? It's so hard. It's so hard. The reality is, I've actually seen the other spectrum as well, where people were telling me the other thing. Bro, I'm really good at sales. I'm finding all these clients, but I can't really fulfill the work. I can't concentrate. I'm not organized and things like that. Believe it or not, there are people out there who are really good closers, we're really good at sales, we're able to get clients out of nowhere. That's what I want for you as well. I want you to develop your sales skills. If you develop your sales skills, you're going to get clients, and hopefully you're also organized. You're able to get a deposit. You're able to communicate with the client. You're able to concentrate your thoughts, the process, so that the order is also fulfilled. That is super important. Not just getting the clients, but also fulfilling the order. Because if you fulfill the order well, if you get really good experience, if you give really good experience to your clients, very high chance for referral, very high chance for clients coming back, even in non-recurring niches as well. Bro, this is super, super important. And then also, next step is growing that business. If it's a recurring niche, hopefully you're getting more clients than you're churning. If you do that, your business is going to be on a growth trajectory, right? And of course, if you're in a non-recurring niche, what you want to do is you want to focus on client acquisition. You need to get a virtual assistant, or maybe somebody from your family could help you as well, sending those emails, setting up campaigns to actually do direct outreach to a lot of people. And all you need to do is really find a few clients. Most of the non-recurring niches, as we discussed, graphic design, brand identity, and things like that, web development, typically are going to be high margin, 70 to 90% margin. All you need is like 2, 3, 4 clients to hit 10K a month in those niches. You don't need to get hundreds and hundreds of clients every single month. We're talking about 3 to 5 clients to hit 10K per month. After you've done that, you'll be on your way to making your first few K and hopefully reaching 10K. But the first thing that I told you at the very beginning of this call, what is super important, is be focused. Be focused. What you want is you want to focus on one niche, okay? One service niche. Focus on it for 3 months. Focus on it on 6 months. If you do that, you have a genuine chance of succeeding and actually starting to make money. For example, if you really nail short form content or video editing, you're going to absolutely start making money. At the end of 12 months, you're going to drop in a comment under one of my videos and you'll say, Tom, this year I made 20 grand, 30 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand from editing videos. Initially, I was making very little money. Then I raised my rates. Then I got more clients. Now I've got a recurring business that is bringing me over 10K a month. Okay, 12 months from now, that is possible, but you gotta focus on something. If you jump from one niche to another niche, start a little bit in video editing, do short form, do web design, do ads management, a little bit of everything, you got nothing. Okay, and also super important to focus on the market niches as well. You don't want to be in more than 3 market niches. You don't want to work with every single business on the planet. Focus is key in this business model. I really hope that this tutorial was super helpful for you. As a beginner in online businesses, as I said, I think drop servicing is the absolute best business model right now. It allows you to actually resell other people's services at a margin, right? Drop servicing at a margin from, for example, Asian countries into English-speaking countries, wealthy countries in the Western world. You capture a huge margin. You can realistically make money without investing much money, without risking much money. This business model is actually realistic and you can actually make money. As you can see, people are making money. People are getting clients. This thing is definitely realistic and possible. If you want to learn how to actually start drop servicing, you can do it yourself, right? Or if you need help, if you want to learn from me personally, if you are, if you watch a few of my videos, if you really want to learn from somebody who's ranking the first for drop servicing keyword on the entire YouTube. If you really want to learn from somebody who's actually been doing drop servicing for the last 5 years, you're in the right place. And all I'm going to tell you is that I have a 3-month mentorship program. I don't have any courses or anything like that. I've got a 3-month drop servicing mentorship program where I teach you one-on-one how to start drop servicing, how to choose a niche, how to choose your service market niche, how to find clients, how to construct an offer, and then I advise you on finding clients after we start doing the outreach. You know, the entire business from A to Z, loads of people have gone through my mentorship program, loads of them have found clients, and loads of them also made decent money from my mentorship program. I really would love to see you on there. I'll be honest, as my channel grows on YouTube, I have less and less spaces to take on new people. For example, last week, I've got so many calls. I was booked in every single day, had multiple calls in my drop servicing mentorship. But, you know, I'm really looking forward to get a few new people for the next month. So if you want to apply for my drop servicing mentorship, drop me an email here and we can chat about it. Thanks for watching this video. Drop a like, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to see you in the next video.